Daniel, no. Second one. You ready? You ready? Is that gonna do it? Yeah. Look here, she can't withdraw. She's still voting. She was abstaining. Yeah. She-
Good, Jackie.
She's counting, so I was
She's
gonna.
counting the audience members.
Right. You're on. All right.
Ready when you are.
Call to order the Planning and Zoning Commission meeting for July 21st, 2026.
Good evening, Commissioners. Jason Halterman, Assistant Director of Planning and Zoning. I would like to submit the following exhibits for tonight's record. They are the Platte County Zoning Order of 1990 as amended, the Platte County Subdivision Regulations of 1992 as amended, the Platte County Land Use Plan, Platte County Roads Master Plan, all PowerPoint presentations with aerial maps, site plans, and plats shown here tonight, and the Planning and Zoning bylaws.
If there's no objections, we'll enter those into the record.
Agenda item 3A is a rezoning request concerning 3.02 acres located at 2375 Highway 92. The Waters Family Trust is requesting to rezone this 3 acres from Ag to RE Rural Estates. They wish to perform a 1-lot minor subdivision replat, which would add this 3 acres to an adjoining 16.5 acre lot. That 19.5 acre lot would be eligible to receive a building permit for single family construction. That 16 acres is already zoned rural estates. So when they replat, they would have concurrent zoning and allow for the construction of a single family dwelling. The rural estates district, the minimum lot size is 5 acres. Minimum lot width requirement is 400 feet. The proposed rezoning does meet these requirements. This is an aerial view of subject properties and surrounding zonings to get your bearings around the extreme eastern portion of Platte County. This is the Platte County, Clay County line. This is Highway 92 that runs back to the west. Smithville's, they're a little further to the east. The property to be rezoned here is outlined in yellow. Close-up view of the property. This is the portion they're proposing to rezone. This is the 16 acres that's already zoned rural estates. They're going to add these together. The reason being they would like to build their dwelling basically right on top of that property line so that when they replat that, it'll remove that property line and allow them to construct the dwelling in their desired location. These are the entities that reviewed the request to rezone. They have signed the application indicating their ability to provide service. They are the Platte County Health Department, Missouri Department of Transportation, Public Water Supply District number 4, Smithville Fire Protection District, and Northern Regional Ambulance District, and Smithville R2 School District. These are the minimum existing infrastructure requirements for the rural estates district. For the roads, they are category 1, which requires a minimum of a gravel surface. They will be accessing Highway 92, which is asphalt, so it doesn't exceed this standard. It has the ability to have a septic system. Water is available. It's within 5 miles of a fire station. The proposed rezoning does meet or exceed all the minimum existing infrastructure requirements. This is our Platte County Future Land Use Plan map. Red arrow indicates the approximate location of the property. It falls within our rural policy area, which recommends 1 lot per 10 acres or more. The resulting lot would be 19.5 acres. So it does conform to the requirements of our land use plan. These were the recommendation criteria. They're listed in the staff report. Staff recommends approval of this request for zone from Ag to RE Rural Estates. I'm available for any questions you may have.
Did this property used to contain a pool?
It did.
Okay.
Yep, long time ago. Sure did. They've since removed that pool and tennis court, I think.
Okay.
It's been removed. Yep, you are correct.
I think about 40 years ago, I took swim lessons there.
Oh. Wow.
Right. I still can't swim. Any other questions for staff? Comments from the audience for agenda item 3A? Discussion amongst the board. Entertain a motion for agenda item 3A.
Well, Mr. Chairman, I would move to approve agenda item 3A as presented.
There's a motion. Shade seconds. All in favor of approval of agenda item 3A, raise your right hand. Item passed unanimously.
Agenda item 4A is request for approval of a preliminary plat concerning 18.26 acres located at the north end of North Amity Avenue and Northwest Moore Drive cul-de-sacs. Before I get too far in, you were provided with two exhibits in your packets. One is Exhibit 4A2, which was a petition and from the adjoining neighborhood, Shelter Haven, and Exhibit 4A3 was a letter from I can't remember their name off the top of my head. They weren't able to be here tonight, but they were in opposition to this request. Jim Owens of Owens Built Shelter Haven LLC is requesting approval of this revised preliminary plat for the estates of Shelter Haven's second plat. Back in December, this same applicant was before you with a similar request. It was for 6 lots at the end of these two cul-de-sacs. They were 2 larger tracts. Those proposed lots range in size from 1.25 acres to 3.88. And since that time, he's decided he would like to adjust the lot lines that were originally approved. And that's what is before you tonight. The revised preliminary plat is still proposing just 6 lots total, but those lots would now range in size from 1.02 acres to 4.24. Each one would still be eligible for a building permit for 1 single-family dwelling. The property is still zoned R40. There's no zoning change proposed with this preliminary plat. Initially, staff was not supportive of this current request to reconfigure these lots. We felt that this could lead to piecemeal development, which we are not in favor of. Just continue creep. We weren't okay with that. In order to gain support of staff, we asked the applicant if he would agree to some further assurances that further subdivision would not take place if it was not planned, and he agreed to the following conditions. The first one being the preliminary plat contains a note stating lots 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19 shall not be further subdivided until after the year 2040, so another 15 years. And the deed restriction shall be recorded upon lots 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19 at the time of the plat recording, stating the lots cannot be further subdivided until after the year 2040. So that will show up on the title report. So anybody knowing that buying those lots would know that they can't be further subdivided. Here we are in Southern Platte County. It's an aerial view of subject properties and surrounding zonings. We've got Highway 45, Highway 9, Eastside Drive, comes up and intersects with Amity Avenue, which runs to the north. This is the Shelter Haven subdivision. Northwest Moore Drive extends further north, and Amity, they're on the west side. This is the property here outlined in pink in question. Now, for comparison purposes, this is the plat that was approved back in December by the Plan Commission. So you can see that there's a lot, a 1 acre lot right here at the end of this cul-de-sac. Further subdivision of that lot would have been next to impossible without a rezoning request coming back before this board and further subdivision request. And the same with this lot here. It would have been difficult to re-subdivide it at the end of that cul-de-sac. These new lots, you can see, they're wider, they're bigger on this end. This is a little over 2 acre lot. So it's possible that maybe that street could be extended a little further and additional subdivision could happen. We weren't okay. Staff, like I said, was not supportive of that initially without these restrictions that he has agreed to. This is our land use plan map. Red arrow indicates the approximate location of the property. It falls within our South Highway 45 focus area and what's called the infill residential. This is an infill development, which in general are positive. It makes use of existing infrastructure, existing streets, and it conforms to this requirement, this infill residential designation. Still, R40 allows 1 acre lots. That's what he's proposing, 1 to 4. It conforms to our land use plan, but we were just concerned about further subdivision. The original plat was approved by the Planning Commission. If it stands approved. I mean, it still would be approved even if this one would not be successful. These are the entities that reviewed the request and signed the application. They're the Platte County Regional Sewer District, Parkville Special Road District, Public Water Number 6, Southern Platte Fire, Southern Platte County Ambulance, Park Hill School District, the cities of Weatherby Lake, Kansas City, and Parkville. Streets will still be maintained by the road district. He's still extending those streets. There'll be 24-foot local streets, 2-foot lazy back curbs on each side. I mean, maintained by the Parkville Special Road District. They didn't have any additional comments on this plat. A traffic study was not required for 6 total lots. It didn't come near that requirement to require a traffic study. Same drainage study. He resubmitted his drainage study. It was reviewed and approved by the county engineer. It won't result in any additional runoff. There is tract C on that plat it has a dry detention basin. A final stormwater study will be completed must be completed and reviewed and approved by the county engineer prior to the final plat. And the plat also contained the condition regarding stormwater, just as it did before. There's a stream buffer setback on the northeast side. Total buffer width is 150 feet. There's a stream that runs through there. This will help protect that stream that is being maintained from the previous plat. It does conform to our stream setback buffer ordinance. These are the recommendation criteria as they're listed in the staff report. Staff does recommend approval of this request with the following conditions. The preliminary plat contains a note stating lots 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19 shall not be further subdivided until after the year 2040. 2, that a deed restriction shall be recorded upon lots 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19 at the time of the plat recording, stating the lots cannot be further subdivided until after 2040. And the development must be in compliance with our stormwater standards, including APWA 5600. Questions? All available.
Jason, I got a question.
Sure.
Who come up with 2040?
Daniel.
We came up with that. I mean, the intent is to, eventually, hopefully these lots are sold to 6 different individual property owners. At some point, their land should be treated just like everybody else's land in that area. I mean, it's just the issue of near-term development that we were concerned about. But beyond that, people shouldn't necessarily have that condition because, 15, 20 years, who knows what the housing market is and how people are using their land. So if it's probably not a good condition to have on a property in perpetuity. So we just picked 15 years, knowing chances are it's going to be all being held under private individual ownership at that point.
Okay, I just wondered where you come up with that. Thank you.
Regarding the APWA 5600 permit, the one that was passed the first time before the new 2025 standards. Which version of 5600?
I believe we typically by default adopt the latest version. So whatever latest version of APWA standard is adopted, we have automatically adopted.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions for staff? Would the applicant like to make a statement for agenda item 4A?
So
We'll swear you in first, sir.
what's that?
We'll swear you in first. Name and address for the record, please.
James Owens, 7780 on Northwest Broader Park Lane.
Promise to tell the truth and nothing but the truth.
I do.
Go ahead, Mr. Owens.
So anyway, the plat that was approved last year, the lots were not figured to be proportional. And so it kind of slipped. I didn't review it as well as I should have. And that's the only reason I'm back here at this, doing this whole thing. Just all we did was reconfigure them. We didn't change, like we didn't change the frontages of them or nothing like that. We stuck with the zoning and, but it just reconfigured them to make them more proportional. So there was a couple big lots and then the smaller lots. The terrain of the property doesn't work the way we have it done now as well. I can make it work if I have to. It's already, you guys have already approved it once and I can make it work if I have to, but I don't want to. I mean, I want to try to make it better for the lots, you know, to build houses. I build the houses, I build them to suit. And, I've built the whole subdivision out and I'm down to this last 6 lots and that's all I'm down to. So my plans are not to put streets in, do anything else down the road. I just I've agreed to the 7-year thing. I don't have any desire to do anything else other than what we've got going now. I think this is the best fit for the area. There's a detention pond in the middle, and there's the terrain just doesn't handle it very well. So, but unfortunately, I had to come back and do this whole thing with you guys again. But that's the only reason I brought it back in, was to try to get it to fit better. So, anyway.
All right. Thank you, sir.
I have a question for you. You use the phrase proportional, but it seems like it was more proportional acreage wise before. It looks like these 2 lots on the west are bigger. With this configuration. I mean, weren't they all 2 or 3 acres apiece? 4?
Well, the terrain of the land is what affects all of this, because there's a valley like behind. Are we talking about the east cul-de-sac?
Which one are you?
I believe we're talking about the west.
You use the term proportional, and I thought that the original plan that we had approved back in December was more proportional than to these 2 big lots on the west side.
It's not.
It's not.
It's
Okay.
just the terrain of the land. Like I said, I didn't take all that in consideration. And after it was all said and done, I said we need to realign the property lines, and that's why we did what we did.
Could you go back one more, Jason? Okay, so that's
Go back to the one where it comes right
That's-
off that cul-de-sac.
that's the one that we approved in
That's the one
December.
yeah, see that? Okay, well, this one is 424 and there's not a 4-acre one on there. That's what I was saying. I mean, it's not a big deal. And
The minimum lot size also went down as well.
Yeah, just slightly.
Yeah.
Less than, or
I can see
quarter
the
of an acre.
contour lines on a couple of them.
Yeah.
There's a grade there that you're gonna be squeezed on where
Yeah.
the driveways are gonna come in, I would assume.
It will be. Yeah.
Yeah, lot 16 looks like it would be.
I didn't think it over too good at first. The first go around, we busted it up, and I didn't think it over too well. That once it was platted, or once we got the preliminary plat or approved by you guys, I got to looking at it. It's like, and then the terrain of the land, it wasn't going to work very well. So this is the best. I feel like the best layout for it. There's no real way to make them work, you know, other than because of the terrain and the land. Like the second cul-de-sac, the one on the right, it falls like all the way down to the creek. And then that's the reason I made it the way I did. And then the first cul-de-sac, this is the second layout, right?
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Yes.
And so the second layout, the middle piece has a huge valley to it, like it falls down to Weatherby Lake. So it was just by far the best way to do it.
And I'm assuming you're still planning on using that existing detention for the future or for this development?
Yeah, that's a permanent detention.
And has your engineer looked at
Is what?
has your engineer ensured that you'll be able to with the new standards for APWA 5600?
I didn't hear what you said.
She said, as your engineer looked at, make sure you can meet the new standards for APWA 5600, which they submitted the storm study. I hope he looked it over.
Okay.
And I'll have to do that again before a final plat.
I still didn't hear that.
So since the last time that this was approved, there's new APWA 5600 standards that have been enacted. And I just wanted to make sure that your engineer had reviewed those and everything was all
Yeah.
good.
you, I thought I heard you say that you agreed to 7, but I think it's 15 years, isn't it?
Yeah.
2024. Yeah.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
For 2040, yeah. Any other questions for the applicant? All right, thank you, Mr. Owens. Other witness statements or testimony, I want to remind you that before anybody speaks, that what we showed on the plat that was already approved in December of last year will remain. So nothing's going to change. There are going to be 6 lots back there. So any testimony that we hear, we would like it to say we don't like the new plat compared to the old plat, because we understand a lot of the testimony that was given 6-7 months ago of traffic and that sort of stuff. That's all set in place and is not going to change with the 6 lots. So if we have anything that is going to be discussed that is in favor or in opposition of the change of property lines, which is basically what we're looking at, just changing of property lines. So if anybody has any comments, feel free to come up and let them be known. Come on up, sir. Yeah, to one of the microphones. We'll swear you in. Name and address for the record, please, sir.
15218 Hornback Road, Smithville, Missouri.
Promise to tell the truth and nothing but the truth, sir.
Yes, sir.
And your name.
Raymond Cush, K-U-S-H.
All right. Thank you, sir. Go ahead.
I received this notice and it talked about the development of properties. Now I understand there's 6 lots, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
You're off Hornback Road,
Yeah.
so you're here for the first one. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Are you here for this particular one or the one that was over by Smithville?
Well, I just wanted, I came here and I thought, let me just get out of everybody's hair because I did receive a notice
Okay.
and you used to take swimming lessons at that pool.
Okay.
Did you
So-
just agree to have a house put there?
So that was the previous agenda item that we've already,
Because you guys all in favor, you voted for it. Is there a house being put there? It's behind my yard.
There will be eventually, yes.
there could be,
There
yes.
A house or multiple?
Just one, a house.
Oh, okay.
A house.
Well, then I've gotten that question. Okay. And then I just want to know those plots are going to route into, you said we're not going to talk about traffic, but it's coming on Hornback Road.
No,
No, It's
No.
It's gonna
92
be-
highway.
Those houses will be routed somewhere else?
off 92.
Okay.
One
I want to
house.
respect you guys.
Thank
I
you.
love Platte City and all you people in the whole town.
Thank you, sir. Yes. All right. Other comments for agenda item 4A? Discussion amongst the board.
He spoke this, not his intention to further subdivide, so, 15 years, but I don't have any problem making it longer. I mean, perpetuity's out of the question. but-
Yeah, I'm not. I think that's a little much. 14, 15 years that was my only concern. I don't know if that's something that, I know special use permits we can change. I don't know whether this, if the applicant would agree
Planning
to it.
Commission can put a condition on a preliminary plat. Typically, you want the applicant, in this case, Mr. Owens, to agree to it. He has agreed to that condition of 15 years.
Right.
So our thinking, I think you can see the people here, there's a void of trust that
Right.
exists. There's a long history with the property and so that the hope is, in everybody's best interest is for Mr. Owens to sell these lots, have big houses built on them, and then whether it's 15 years or 20 years or 30 years, it really is irrelevant. Because once you build a house on it, probably never going to further develop.
Right.
But that being said, everybody else in this room has a lot that doesn't have that restriction, so it's fair to put that on there for perpetuity.
Gotcha.
So housing market is different. You know, what's the housing market gonna look like? What's South Platte County gonna look like in 15, 20, 30, 50 years?
Marty, you got any input down there?
I can't, just looking at it, I think he's just changing, and I understand the terrain.
Right.
If it's gonna make the houses lay better and probably maybe he has less dirt work, I don't know. But if it makes the houses lay better, the same amount of driveways, one lot has a 2/10 an acre more than the other one, I can't see the big deal. But so, I mean,
Yeah, I was kind of looking at it just with the aerial map that we've got, and it looks like some of it is more following like tree lines and stuff like that, which
yeah.
honestly, that's kind of natural,
I
natural
don't- I don't
borders,
even-
but
I don't even know Mr. Owens. I don't know why he would come back and want to do this if it was a detriment to him or it made the lots worse. Why would you want to do that?
Sure.
So if he's trying to make the lots better, works for me.
I'm not used to calling people out, just so you know.
Oh, that's
since this is-
I've been called out before.
Any other comments or discussion amongst
Everybody
the
okay
board?
with the timeframe?
The 15
years?
or, yeah,
Everybody?
2040. I know that
I'll
we've,
just put it out there. That's one of the,
We've-
that's the restriction.
right, we've discussed stuff in the past where, like to get loans, sometimes it would be good to have that this was set up for 30 years, just a traditional residential loan. And so I wonder if going out to,
30.
yeah, go out 30 years from now would be, I don't know, whatever anybody's thought on that is. Right, right. Yeah, if I'm the only one, then I can definitely shut my pie hole about it, but
No, I don't have any problem with that, but I, need to get him up here and ask him.
right.
Anyone?
Mr. Owen, could you come up and
Come up.
we'll make it official? Would you agree to move the 2040 out to 2056?
Sure.
All right.
Yes.
Thank you, sir. Since it is 2026, I keep on forgetting we need to add that extra year.
Math major.
Right. I couldn't do it. I had to have Chris do it for me, the numbers guy. All right. Any other discussion? All right. We'll entertain a motion for agenda item 4A. Move with the conditions listed. 56.
That was agreeable to the.
All right. All right. Marty seconds. All in favor of agenda item 4A, raise your right hand. All opposed, all abstaining. All right, item passed.
Yep.
All right. Approval of the minutes. That we don't,
It's usually somebody on that side that's female.
right. Erica's not here and Diana's, uh-oh, Jade.
Mr. Chairman, I would move to approve the minutes. Looks like they are totally in order.
All right, good job, Jackie. Second for the approval of the minutes.
Second that.
Jade seconds. All in favor of approval of minutes, raise your right hand. All opposed, all abstaining. All right.
Other business, I don't have any beyond welcoming Mr. Marty Richardson is representative for the Green Township and Mr. Kenny Brown for the Carroll Township to the board. Appreciate your agreeing to serve. I think I met Marty the first year I worked here 24 years ago and see him every little bit. He's good people. I know Ken and I know his brother a little better and his dad, but they'll be good additions to this board.
Awesome.
Ken used to be on the park board, I believe. So
Awesome.
Appreciate your willingness to serve. But,
Oh, yeah.
see, next month, we got, was it August 18th is our meeting at 6 PM in here. We got several items, couple rezonings, plat and, special use permit. Well, preliminary, well, that's another plan, residential district plan and a final plat. Oh, and the Hidden Oaks development, was tabled at the county commission at the request of Mr. Barth. He's decided to make some additional changes and he wants to bring it back to the planning commission to see if we can get planning commission approval and then go from there. I think
That's off of 45 in Hampton.
yeah, 45 and Brickmeyer. And that will be scheduled to be here in September.
Yeah.
Yeah, have it in September.
Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't brought the revisions into us yet, but,
All right.
other than that, I got nothing.
All right. Anybody want to go home? Entertain a motion to adjourn?
I move to adjourn.
Move to adjourn.
Second that.
Shade seconds. All in favor of adjournment? Meeting adjourned.
See me. Well.